I like Blade a lot, and what keeps me up at night is just thinking about the complete lack of damage Blade does nowadays compared to some of our newer DPSs. Well, what if we've all been thinking about it the wrong way? What if just like how every bad character in Genshin's best team is Hyper Bloom, what if Blade's best team uses Star Rail's version of generating damage from nothing, Super Break? So f*** it, I decided to gear my Blade with all the break effect and speed in the world, and was gonna play him as a bootleg Firefly in this team. Luckily, building him was very straightforward. I already had a pretty good boot hill. It didn't have the 4-piece of the newest set, but still a lot of break and speed in the substats, so I stole all his relics except for the body, which I took this crit rate one, just because it would get me the 2-piece speed effect, plus an extra 6 on top of that. And also, with the crit rate, we could do some normal crit damage as well. Now with the light cone, we came across an issue. Boot hill has his signature, which I own, which gives all the break and speed in the world, but unfortunately that's obviously only for our hunt guys. Firefly has her signature, but I don't have that one. And Hoyo were kind enough with Firefly and gave her an attack to break conversion, which lets her use stuff like the Herder Shot light cone. Now to give my Blade a light cone, I only really had two options. I could keep him on what he had currently, which was a Secret Vow, and do some hybrid damage, which was reasonable since I did have a high crit rate and some HP main stats, or I could use this light cone, which I have at level 1, but it does give some break effect. And because I don't really want to level this light cone, and if Blade used it at level 1, he would probably just die instantly, I just went with Secret Vow. And before we start testing this team, I realized another huge problem. See, Hoyo gave Firefly and Boot Hill weakness implant, because otherwise they would be unplayable in any content that doesn't match their element. Now, our boy Blade was not meant to be played in Break, which means he does not implant Wind Weak. So we need to find a stage in MOC with Wind Weak on every enemy to test this on. And that takes us all the way down to floor 9. Well, f*** me. So here we are. This isn't exactly the pinnacle of Star Rail's endgame content, but you work with what you got. We do not get her ult, his ult, which is unfortunate. Don't have enough energy for that, but the weakness break will give it to him there. Blade is the slowest character in the team at 140, so he will get 2 turns, which we'll see if that's enough to get the zero cycle, but I doubt it because I don't know if he can even break all the targets in these 2 turns. So first hit here does almost breaks him. Maybe we'll get Harmony MC to break the middle guy here. Pop a Gallagher ult as well, just to break the dudes on the side as well as get the weakness break. And on Blade's next turn here, we're going to get a basic into a follow-up, and we'll also have an ult if we need that to finish it off. 24k from Ranmei. So 76k with a 54k super break on the middle, and that did a 27k super break. So, zero cycle first off, actually not that bad. The super break is actually kind of going hard here. I'm going to pop the ult here. This is not going to do that much damage at all, because it is not broken. 45k, not the worst, but not great either. 20k on 3 targets with a Blade auto. So pretty garbage until we get that break. So we'll see if we can do this in the zero cycle. But this time it's looking a bit rough because the guy on the right does have his break bar pretty high still. And we'll pop Gallagher's skill onto Blade here just because he's almost dead. And the dude actually got his heal off there, which is not good. Pop the Gallagher ult just for the break on the dudes on the side. Probably should have done that earlier to stop them from healing. But whatever. We can break this guy now so he doesn't heal. 115k. Only broke one dude there, so that's actually pretty good damage, but that is Ranmei helping out quite a lot with her own break. Harmony MC almost breaks that dude, literally just a sliver of his bar left, and we're going to lose the zero cycle, but it should be a 1 cycle clear, which is pretty good. Oh, shh, that's not good. Oh, we have Gallagher's turn up here, should be fine. Unleash that follow-up. 147k, pretty good. Harmony MC, ooh, pop the basic here just to get a skill point. Could have probably should have popped the skill there actually, would have got some more damage in, but I think we will be able to finish it in this cycle with a Blade ult into basic attack. Should have popped the skill there first for some extra damage, but that's okay. 91k, big super break, and oh, he will get his follow up here as well. 40k from the basic, and did the super break didn't even kick in for that one because it's already dead. 1 cycle clear. Floor 9, very easy, but nonetheless, still pretty impressive. Now, I'm not going to leave you guys hanging. We're going to go right ahead and play Blade in a normal team and see if he can get that zero cycle and outperform this super break team. So the team I decided to go for is just a Blade Jade duo with Fushan as the sustain and Bronya to advance forward and give a bit of buff to Blade. Once I press Jade's skill on Blade here, he gets pushed up to 135 speed, and my Bronya's sitting at 134, which has them perfectly speed tuned, except for this first turn here because we need to just set it up. So we have to advance Blade here no matter what because of Bronya's trace that gives her an advance forward when basics. So now from this turn on, they will be speed tuned perfectly together. Pop Jade's ult here. Probably should have waited until Bronya ult, but that's okay. And not gonna lie, even though this team is kind of mediocre, I absolutely love this team. It's so much fun just seeing all the follow-ups. And we do got a fully buff Blade turn coming up here, which should be able to kill off this guy before the cycle ticks over. 64k into a basic, and we also have a follow-up. Okay, so he actually did need a follow-up there, so it's a little close, but we'll see if we're able to take this side a bit easier. Also keep it in the 0 cycle. So Jade follow-up there, 100k this time, but that is 4 targets, so not bad damage. And we'll bring Blade in front here. Pop a skill, and he'll be able to get a follow-up here because of Jade helping him stack his follow-up. Into an ult as well, maybe. We'll try and click that in. And there we go. So just the abundance of turns that Bronya is giving Blade here is making this go actually pretty fast, despite the fact that the numbers themselves that are being done aren't that big. Guy does not get his heal here because we've already killed his summons. We'll see if Blade can finish the job here. He has 2 basics here, so he will get the follow-up thanks to Jade. And then we'll Bronya boost him. So Jade and Blade will both get a hit here. We'll see if it's enough to kill in the 0 cycle. There we go. And just made it under the 0 cycle. So, better than the Super Break thing. But once again, not the best testing ground since it is 4-9 and everything's really squishy. And I think at the end of the day, the real difference between the two teams just came down to the fact that Blade got so much more turns with Bronya, and also just a lot more follow-ups with Jade helping as well, which meant I was able to get that 0 cycle. Now, while I was editing this, I realized 2 things. 1, I'm a fucking moron, and 2, Apocalyptic Shadow was sitting right there with Wind Week in the hardest stage, and I just completely ignored it. So here we are, run it back, Blade Super Break in actual hard content now. Let's see how it goes. So this Apocalyptic Shadow is a little annoying since only the dude on the right has Wind Week, but once we kill him, he'll transfer the Wind Week onto the dude on the left. So we just have to quickly break that dude and try and take him out as quick as possible. So Blade should get the break here. There we go, 40k there. We didn't have Harmony Trailblazers ult up yet. Once we get it up, we should have a bit more damage. So we'll press that, and we'll pop the Blade ult here next. Oh, he'll get his follow-up first. Only 30k there. Now these dudes do have higher defense, so the damage is going to be a bit lower until we do end up breaking Kafka in the middle, where you'll actually see some bigger numbers. So now that we've killed the dude on the left, Kafka's weakness bar is exposed, so we just have to break it down to start actually doing real damage to her. She has all the weaknesses on her. Pretty much almost everyone on my team can do weakness damage except for Ranmei. Pop our ult here because once we do break her, we will get our energy back. That'll just help break her quicker. Gallagher basically gets the break there. Get all our ults back. And let's see if we can kill her before she gets her weakness bar back. So pop Harmony MC ult there, even though we already have it. Ranmei ult, we don't need to press it since it's already active. Gallagher ult here for the break debuff, plus some extra damage. 130k, 70k. See how much Blade can do here. 70k from a follow-up. Get his intense basic back. Ult here as well. That's going to be 140k with a 94k super break. Another 94k super break from the basic. Now we'll pop Ranmei ult. And Kafka's turn is coming up, so let's see if we can finish in time. It's going to be a little close, I think, here. Because we only have 1 more Blade turn. Oh, we have a few more turns coming up. I don't know if we'll be able to get another Blade ult here. We will get the follow-up. Okay, it looks like it should be pretty easy. Harmony MC should finish it off, and we'll take Kafka to the second stage. And now we have the 2 dinosaurs, so we start right from what we had to do before. To kill the dude on the right first, and he'll give Wind Week to the dude on the left, and then we'll be able to finally start attacking Kafka. And the action value is not looking too hot. We're at 1500, so we need to get this done before it reaches around 1300, I believe. Yeah, this is not looking too hot. Pop the Harmony Trailblazer ult here. So we have got killed the guy on the right. Kafka's About to hit her domination, but that's fine. We already dispelled that. Team's kind of dying here, low key. Well, that's a fucking disaster. I'm just gonna give up.